Out of more than 100 games releasing in June, here are the 25 best. Subscribe for more.
My journey knows no end. I will continue to do what I have always done.
Street Fighter VI. Capcom's highly anticipated fighting game draws near. Street Fighter VI expands with more accessibility options and a better online experience. On top of that, the intuitive controls and familiar roster still feel like the Street Fighter we love. Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection. All three Etrian Odyssey classics get a remaster for PC and Nintendo Switch. Longtime fans of the series will love the vast quality of life improvements. Newcomers, however, might need to adapt to its tricky labyrinth-style designs. Gibbon Beyond the Trees. Gibbon isn't trying to be the next big thing, and it doesn't have to, with its heartfelt story about apes and their habitat. The jungle setting is breathtaking, and it makes swinging from vines and running from branch to branch so much more satisfying. We love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie. From swinging to rolling and rolling, this wacky puzzle classic returns to modern audiences as a powered-up version of itself. It comes with improved visuals, controls, and a fantastic soundtrack that takes us back to the early 2000s. Amnesia: The Bunker. A new kind of horror awaits in this next chapter of the terrifying Amnesia series. While cameras have been the primary weapon for previous Amnesias, this one actually gives you a gun. Luckily for us, this underground complex is home to nightmares that a gun can't help you with.
So it begins.
MotoGP 23. The next generation of MotoGP. Now, with dynamic weather, throttling through the racetrack feels more realistic than ever. Not only that, the neutral aid system optimizes the experience, making driving even more friendly for new players. Layers of Fear 2023. Bloober Team's twisted psychological horror gets a new layer of WTF. Enjoy two of their best works, now fueled by Unreal Engine 5. The scares now feel as if it's seeping into your skin. F1 23. One of the best racing series returns with a fresh coat of paint. Codemasters' dedication to their craft in the racing genre introduces a high-tech precision racing experience for better handling and physics when you're on the track.
Deploying sentry gun! Fire!
Aliens: Dark Descent. The next Alien game isn't about Ripley anymore. In Dark Descent, you'll command your own squad of hardened troops a la Aliens 2 and survive a swarm of deadly xenomorphs. Plan ahead and live to tell the tale. Crash Team Rumble. Crash Bandicoot isn't just for single player anymore. In Rumble, you'll be competing with other players in 4 vs 4 online battles. The classic characters are still here, and they have new skills to bring into this MOBA format.
I will allow you to wield a fraction of it. If you help avert the fate I have foreseen.
The Elder Scrolls Online Necrom. The next major expansion takes us to a Lovecraftian city. Necrom features new endgame challenges for longtime fans, as well as a new Arcanist class that can be a terrifying addition to the battlefield. Final Fantasy XVI. The biggest AAA game this June. Square Enix's prize RPG promises a brand new world to explore and a story as riveting as its predecessors. Now with fast-paced character action combat, Final Fantasy will never be the same. This evolution is a welcome change for the series. Let's hope Clev's story lives up to our expectations. Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life. A remake of a beloved farm sim classic. It still has the same old farming, but the visual overhaul and handy quality of life improvements make your wonderful life even more wonderful. Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Ace Attorney creator Shu Takumi revives the ghost of his fantastic point-and-click puzzle game. Not only are the Rube Goldberg puzzles returning, but this remastered version also comes with improved visuals and music for a better experience in this topsy-turvy story. Wrath, Aeon of Ruin. A shooter built for the fans of Quake and old-school Doom. Wrath's gameplay is fast and brutal, and its visuals remain consistent with its inspirations. Currently on early access, it's slated for a release soon, but it hasn't had any updates in a while.
Contact. Hostile fighters inside the structure. It's an ambush. They are targeting our resources.
Homeworld 3. The much-anticipated Homeworld hasn't stopped its thrusters since its announcement. This crowdfunded project from Gearbox will take you to the far reaches of space with more tools at your disposal. Control an armada of powerful ships and dominate the big MT with your firepower.
Folks, you heard it here. We've got a killer on the streets of Gallows Creek tonight. For now, here's another hit record for you all to enjoy.
Killer Frequency. A virtual reality horror game that takes place on a radio station. Play as a local DJ and jam to 80s music while you run away from a mysterious killer. While it is a horror game, it does lean more towards the campiness of old-school slasher movies. Gunfire Reborn. This roguelike first-person shooter finally makes its way to PlayStation consoles. Choose from its eccentric cast of 6 playable heroes and go ham. Now they can join other players as they ransack randomly generated levels with insane firepower. Slayers X Terminal Aftermath Vengeance of the Slayer. Return to J. Tholin's surreal internetscape in this spin-off of Hypnospace Outlaw. Slayers X puts the spotlight on Hypnospace's edgy character Zane in what is basically a satire of boomer shooters. It's a tour of his deranged mind. Expect thrash metal and gore. Loop 8 Summer of Gods. If you're a Persona fan, you'll love Loop 8. This coming-of-age JRPG borrows concepts from Atlas series, namely its turn-based combat and visual novel design. What sets it apart is the time travel gimmick, which can alter the story and your choices. Nocturnal. Nocturnal's 2D design can be easily mistaken as a Castlevania or Dead Cells clone, but it's more than that. There's no procedural generation. Everything is designed with a goal in mind. The gameplay is anchored by a unique storyline about a foggy world. Use the embers to cleanse all evil. Bleak Sword DX. A pocket-sized adventure set in a demented lo-fi world. This newly updated version features new story beats and a handful of dynamic gameplay changes to ease the tension. Harmony: The Fall of Reverie. A visual novel adventure game from the developers of the first Life is Strange. Prevent a looming apocalypse by using the gift of clairvoyance. There will be a lot of tough choices along the way, and you'll meet plenty of complex characters with unique stories.
Which future my world needs to pursue. I'm scared, but I'm not alone.
Oblivion Override. Piling on to a long list of roguelike hack-and-slash titles is Oblivion Override. It's like if Dead Cells decided to have a kid with Mega Man. This wasteland is rife with different kinds of enemies, so master their array of high-tech weaponry, including mechs, to level the playing field.
Alright, enough chit-chat. I've got this covered.
Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed. The hilarious sequel to Destroy All Humans will pester humanity once again, this time on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Reprobed is still the same game where you invade the human race in crazy ways. The only downside for this port is the lack of multiplayer. You're gonna have to deal with the whole alien invasion thing alone.
Good night. Thank you for coming, and have a very pleasant day.